That's too sharp. Test, 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 test. Hello and welcome to tonight's game CVTV broadcast between the Lake Havasu Knights and your Canaan View Jaguars. My name is Jeff Seeker, film and TV teacher. I will be calling the action for you here tonight. The Jaguars come in 2-1. Lake Havasu is at 2-1. The Canaan View's at 3-1. The Jags figure to have a big advantage in this one, having been a 5A state runner-up a season ago, and are now back looking to take that next step and get to the championship game in their second season of flag football. So it'll be first down Jags. Caitlin Jewell back to take the snap. Jewell looking downfield. Finds a short gain. Will bring up second down. Ball just past the 45-yard line out to the 47. Sorry about the technical difficulties there. We are back. It will be third down Jags. About just over 10 minutes to go in the first quarter. Kaylin Jewell on the keeper. That will bring a fourth down and about 4. As the clock continues to wind. If you're not familiar with the rules, it's a running clock up into the last 2 minutes of the first half and then the final 2 minutes of the ball game. Otherwise, running clock just stops on, injuries, timeouts, things of that nature, not an incomplete pass like you'd see in boys football or in the pros or college. They play 7-on-7 here. Kaylin Jewell, Canyon View's quarterback, number 10 in the back, scrambling to her left, looking downfield, has receivers but can't get it to him, and has her flag pulled just shy of the 35-yard line, but that should be good for a Canyon View first down. So thank you very much for joining us on tonight's broadcast. We hope to bring you a good stream. Had a little technical difficulties here to start, but now we're up and running. So 0-0, about 8:45 to go in the first quarter. So now we have second down for the Jags. Ball spotted at the 38-yard line. Jags slowly making their way down the field. Some of the key players for the Jaguars offensively, Ari Richardson, number 4, one of their star receivers, defensive backs. Obviously, Caden Jewell, All-State quarterback, has a few college offers on her plate as she rolls to her right. Now dumps it off to number 12, Mackenzie Pope, who was tackled right around the line of scrimmage. So nice play there by the Knights defense. So that will bring up third down. So Jaguars now, third down, need to get to the 20 to get a first. So they've got a little ways to go. Again, they played basically 20-yard to get to a first down. The first down markers are the 20, the 40, and the opposite 40 and 20, and then obviously the end zone. Jewell back to pass, steps up in the pocket, eludes the pressure, and just out of the reach of Ari Richardson. So that will bring up third down. So decision time for Coach Beal here as the clock ticks towards 7 minutes to go in the first half of play. So fourth down, ball's at the 36. Again, need to pick up 16 to get to the 20. So now in flag football, if you haven't been with us before, there's no fakes. They have to declare the offensive team going into the play what's going to happen. So whether they're going to punt, try a field goal, or what have you. So the Jags look to be going for it. So again, got to get to the 20. Jewell's in the shotgun. 2 receivers split out to each side. Richardson's in the backfield. Richardson's going to stay back to block. Pass over the middle. It's caught. That looked like Macy Bassett, number 8, but a turnover on downs. And so the Knights will take over. So on their first defensive possession, the Knights were able to hold. And now they'll get the ball first down at their own, let's call it 22-yard line. So Canyon View looks to be one of the top teams in 5A returning this year. Again, they lost by 1 point in a heartbreaker to Campo Verde last year in the state championship game. Campo Verde looks to be back. Millennium, one of their biggest rivals in 5A, Canyon View that is, moved up to 6A as the Knights ball carrier takes it out far, and Ari Richardson in on the stop. That will make it second down. So snap and pass is deep down, but Mackenzie Pope playing center field as she reaches up and grabs it, returns it out to just past the 40-yard line. So nice defensive stop there. Pope with the interception. Pope is a senior, played basketball last season, also possibly running track this year for the Jags. And that was a nice pick out there. So Jags will take over, first down. Clock will stop on the change of possession. So snap goes to Pope, and then the pitch to Jewell, but that is unsuccessful. So Canyon View huddling up, again, not in a huge hurry. It'll be second down. Ball's at their own 38, or excuse me, at the Lake Havasu 38. Jewell back in shotgun. 2 receivers split out to the left. And that pass is almost intercepted, intended for Pope, but Lake Havasu Defender got back to get a hand on that. That will bring up third down. Again, Jags got to get to the 20, so they have about roughly 18 yards to go. Jewel back in shotgun, third down now. 4 receivers going out in a route. She's looking downfield, dumps it down to Ari Richardson. Picks up, let's say, 3 on the play. And that will bring up fourth down. So basically right back to where we started on the last possession. So fourth down now, and no hesitation from Beal. They are going to go for it. And that's what you'd expect. Aggressive play calling here. So Jewel in shotgun. Jewel can punt, but she's not going to do that here. She's going to dump it down to Richardson. Can Richardson make people miss? Make 1 miss, but not 2. So flag's going to be pulled right about the 24-yard line. And the Knights will take over on downs. Roughly 2:33 to go in the first quarter. Thank you once again for checking us out here on CVTV Jags, the official YouTube home of Canyon View Athletics. We will also have a live stream coming up on Friday night. Canyon View will be hosting the Cactus Cobras right here at 7 p.m. on Friday night. So short gain there. That will bring up second down. Actually, check that. Loss of 2 on the play, it looks like. So second down now. We'll call it 20. Knights have the ball on their own 20. Need to get to the 40. And we got a sack here, but a penalty flag is down. We'll see what the call is. It's going to be illegal blocking on the Knights. So it looks like Canyon View is going to decline that penalty and just elect to go with the result of the play. Nope, check that. Now they're moving it back. Looked like initially the referee signaled. Yeah, so they will. So they'll take the sack where it was, and they'll square up for third down right here. So third down. Tackle made behind the line of scrimmage again. So that's going to bring up fourth down. And here, you're likely going to see one of those punts we were telling you about earlier. So a little over a minute to go in the first quarter of play. The score still Lake Havasu 0, Canyon View 0. We'll be right back after this short commercial break. All right, so welcome back. Just like I said, about a little over a minute to go in the first quarter. Jewel back to pass. Looks downfield. Hits Kaylani Tucker, the junior. So now we're under a minute to go in the first quarter. Jags driving, first down. Jewel in shotgun. Jewel offset over the middle. Macy Bassett makes the catch, but she'll be tackled immediately. So that will bring up second down. Jags will huddle here in no rush. This is just the end of the first quarter. 10 seconds to go. Jewel back, looking end zone. Dump it over, intended for Pope. Come up short there, and that looks like it'll do it on the first quarter of play. So at the end of the first quarter, a little bit of a surprising score. Lake Havasu 0, Caney View 0. We'll be right back with the second quarter of play in just a few minutes. Welcome back to the second quarter of play. We are just about to get started here. Jags are driving. Jewel hits Pope. Nice reception, but not much doing. So that will bring up second down. Ball spotted at the 13-yard line. Jags got 2 plays to get into the end zone here. So still 0-0 your score. Caney View last year had one of the more potent offenses in the state of Arizona. Caitlin Jewell was at the helm. They did lose some talented players, notably Aaliyah Oliver, Nija Green. So Mackenzie Pope, Ari Richardson have been picking up the slack, but just not quite clicking on all cylinders yet this year, although they have played some stiff competition, including a loss to Hamilton last night, as Jewell goes up top in the corner of the end zone and caught. Looks like that was Liz Weatherington, number 7 on the reception. Nope. So it'll be 6-0 Jags. Now the extra point. So again, a little different between tackle football. Teams can't rush or try and block the kick other than standing there. And the kick is up and good. So that makes the score Jaguar 7, Lake Havasu 0. Little over 11 minutes to go in the first half of play. So Lake Havasu, we just had Millennium play. We'll come to the ball. To get things started here, 11:05 to go, 11:06. And Havasu will advance the ball out past the 30. So that'll bring up second down. So ball's being spotted at the 34-yard line. Havasu needs to get to the 40 for the first. And they're not going to do it on that play, although they do get away from the first ball carrier. Second one, Mackenzie Pope, but eventually team is run out of bounds. So Knights now will be looking at third down. Referee's going to move the ball up a little bit, not sure why, but we'll take it. So ball now the 34. Again, need to get to the 40, so 6 yards to go. It's third down. Jags sitting back, facing pressure, and they'll get to the quarterback there. So nice stop. Looked like that was Madison Smith in on the stop, the senior. And now the Knights will head back to punt. Again, no fake punts in girls flag football, so once you declare it, you got to do it. Mackenzie Pope and Ari Richardson are back deep to receive. They'll switch sides now. And the kick is away, short kick. Pope will take it at her own 43, out past midfield, dancing around, trying to stay in bounds, and does. And so the Jags have good field position to start this next drive right around the Lake Havasu 40. So 7-0 Jags. Defense playing very well. Again, offense a little behind the defense. I think Coach Beal would attest to that. Jewel still getting comfortable with the receivers. And now she's back in the shotgun. And she'll dump it off to Pope, who makes a nice grab. Gain of 5 on the play. So that'll bring up second down. Jewel goes to Pope again, gain of 5, we'll call it 5, maybe 4, depending on the spot. So that'll bring up third down, so Jags kind of methodically moving down the field now. Yeah, we'll spot that at the 31. So it'll be third down and 11, Jags need to get to the 20. Clock's ticking, under 8 minutes to go now. Thank you very much for joining us tonight. It's been a hot night here. Temperatures over 110 still in October, which is crazy. Jewel drops back, looks to dump it off to Richardson out of the backfield. She gets it. She'll be stopped shy of the first down. But now you're looking at fourth down and manageable. Ball spotted at the 24-yard line. Check that, 23. So fourth down and 3, and based on what we've seen so far, I don't think Coach Beal, Coach Manny, offensive coordinator, will have any hesitation in going for this. A lot of confidence in their offense, a lot of confidence in Caitlin Jewell. Jewel back, looking for Pope. Nice catch. Little run in the flat, and she's still going. And she'll be stopped out of bounds at the 5, maybe 4. So it'll be first down and goal to go for the Jags. So Canyon View taking their time, coming to the line of scrimmage. Ari Richardson out in the flat. She's going to be tackled. Gain of 1, maybe 2 on the play. So clock continues to tick. Second down, ball on the 3. Jags looking to punch in their second score of the game. Spread the field out. Kehlani Tucker down low. Dump off to Ari Richardson, and that is easy does it. Is Ari Richardson cruising in the end zone? So that's going to make the score Canyon View 13, Lake Havasu 0, with the extra point pending. So nicely designed play there by the Jags. Basically cleared everybody out. Ari Richardson slipped out of the backfield and waltzed into the end zone. Nice, easy pitch and catch from Caitlin Jewell, her second TD pass of the game. And the extra point attempt is good. So the score, Canyon View 14, Lake Havasu 0. We're going to take a short commercial break, and we'll be right back in just a moment. Welcome back. 14-0 Jags, about 5:30 roughly to go in the first half. Deep pass downfield, almost intercepted, and they're going to say she's out of bounds. So Lake Havasu receiver made a great grab, being heavily defended by Mackenzie Pope, but the referee was right there to say she was out of bounds. So that will bring up second down and 10. Havasu needs to get to the 40 to pick up another first to keep this drive alive. So weather's starting to cooperate now a little bit. It was pretty hot at game time. Was pretty hot for the earlier game here between Millennium and Canyon View on the JV side. Millennium and Canyon View had a couple great matches last year in 5A in the regular season, and then in the 5A semis. Canyon View coming out victorious in the semis to advance to the finals. But they are not playing again, just the JV squads. Havasu back to pass, dumps it over the middle. Nice grab, but flag is immediately pulled. So good defense there by the Jags to pull the flag, but that should be a Lake Havasu first down. Looks like we got a sideline warning on Canyon View. Not sure what that was for. So sideline infraction on the Jags now. I didn't see the flag come out, but might have missed it. Referee did make the signal, so that'll be 1st and 10 now. Ball at midfield. Dump off down low. Trip and tackle made by Gianna Vega, the junior. So clock continues to tick. We're under 3 minutes now. At the 2-minute mark, we stop it, and then we go to normal scoring rules, like more typical of what you'd see in a tackle football game. Clock stops on incomplete passes, things of that nature, ball out of bounds, for the last 2 minutes of the half, and then the last 2 minutes of the game, assuming it's not a running clock. So 2nd down, 10 to go. Deep pass, well defended. That was Jada White back there on the coverage. So that'll bring up 3rd down. So we now come to the 2-minute warning. Ball spotted at the 46-yard line. Third down. So nothing doing there for the Knights. They're going backwards, and that will bring up 4th down. So decision time for the Knights coaching staff. So clock ticks under 1:30 to go in the first half. 14-0 Jags. Pope and Richardson are back deep to receive. Nice kick. Richards under it. She'll take it at the 30. Looks to do a fake handoff and spin around the far side of the field. She's still going. Nice move, and we'll have her flag pulled right at about the 40-yard line. So good field position for the Jags. Little over a minute to go in the first half. So ball's going to be spotted right at the 40. They got 40 yards to go in just over a minute. They do have their timeouts. So Coach Beal and Keelan Jewell are going to see if they can punch it in one more time here before the midway point. Pass is incomplete. Bring up 2nd down. Jewell's going to flip it out to Pope, who has her flag pulled almost immediately. And the Jags will call a timeout. So it's going to be 3rd down. Ball spotted at the 39, so basically 19 yards to go. You got 51, we'll call it, seconds left. So Coach Beal, Coach Morales are going to be out talking to their squad. That's Coach Morales you see there in the huddle. He's the offensive coordinator. Coached a lot of flag football, multiple levels. Been at CCV for a long time. He's talking to Jewell, Pope, Richardson, and some of the other. Looks like Jayla Flowers is out there in the mix. A lot of talent on this Canyon View squad. A lot of players who have experience going deep in the playoffs. So they are ready to go. So they got the play they wanted. Again, just a couple ticks over 51 seconds to go. It'll be 3rd down. Need to get to the 20 to get a 1st down. Obviously, the end zone is the goal. So Jewel is back about 7 yards behind her center. And she had Mackenzie Pope, but could not connect. So that's going to bring up 4th down. So Jewel had a step. Pope had a step. Jewel couldn't find her. So now we got 4th down. No hesitation again by Coach Beal. They're going to go for it. It's about 45 seconds left to go in the first half of play. Jewel over the middle to Kaylani Tucker, but I don't think she got to the first down. Nope, they're going to spot her at about the 30. So nice gain of about 10 on the play, but that's not going to be enough. So Havasu's going to take over on downs, and now they got about 37 seconds to do something on their end. So the Jaguars defense will come out on the field. Coach Beal's going to need them to hold one more time. Ball's being spotted at the 26-yard line. So first down Knights. Exciting game so far. A little closer than we expected, although the Jags defense has been playing very well. Little dump off out of the backfield, but Macy Bassett is there to make the stop. That will bring up 2nd down. Havasu seems content to just let this clock roll. No indication they're thinking about calling a timeout. I think they're content just to take this into the halftime locker rooms and come away down 14 as the clock ticks towards 10 seconds. This will be the last play of the half if they get it off, and they do. So deep play, and that is not what you want. Mackenzie Pope interception, races down the sideline, but that's going to do it. So Pope makes a nice play, but that's going to end the first half of play. The score, Jaguars 14, Knights 0. Thank you very much for checking in with CVTV Media on our official YouTube channel of Canyon View Athletics. We will be right back after this short halftime break. Welcome back, Jaguar fans. CVTV Media here. Jeff Seeker on the call with you. We are getting ready to start the second half of action from Jaguar Stadium. Kick is away. The Jaguars will kick it off to the Knights. They're going to take it at their own 35 and tackled immediately. So the Knights here looking to make a move. Down 14-0. So Canyon View's been in control of this game on the defensive side of the ball. Has gotten a couple touchdowns here to pace themselves. So Havasu, I would say, not really a huge threat. We're going to see if they can get something going in the second half. And they start things off with a drop. So not how you want to get going on a quick little slant play, but not much looked to be happening on that play. So that'll bring up second down. Ball spotted at the 40. The Knights will need to get to roughly their opposite 40. And they're going to try it in one shot as Mackenzie Pope comes in from her safety spot to break that up. So that'll bring up third down. Pope's had an excellent game so far. Already has a pick. Don't have official stats with us, unfortunately, but she, I believe, is the leading receiver up through the first half in terms of catches. So you see Madison Smith there, number 3, doing a little shimmy as she gets ready to rush the quarterback. So third down. And that pass is going to be incomplete. So as you can see, the Jags are going to be tough on the defensive end. They got Ari Richardson, Mackenzie Pope, who can go both ways. They don't do it often, but quarterback Caitlin Jewell can play both ways if needed. They usually don't like to see her do that, but she can come in and play safety a little bit against some of the more quality teams that they'll see maybe deep in the playoffs. Kaylani Tucker, first-year player, number 19, has also been playing well, as has Jayla Flowers, who's one of the stars of the Canyon View basketball team that won the 5A state championship a season ago. So the punt is away. Ari Richardson's going to let it go. Ball will take a bounce inside the 10, and it's going to be down right there. So it looks like they're going to spot it around the 5. So Jags will take over, first down. And actually, no, they're going to take it on the 20. So ball on the 20. 20 yards to go. So Jewell back, Ari Richardson in front of her. Jewell's going to dump it off to Kaylani Tucker. It's a nice catch there. Check that. That was Jayla Flowers. So Flowers on the catch. Ball's on the 25 now. Second down, 15 yards to go. Clock continues to tick. Jewell back to pass, looking deep. He's got a receiver over the middle. Nice grab. Great toss and grab. Outstanding catch by Kaylani Tucker, Jr. again, first-year flag football player, one of the up-and-comers on the Canyon View softball team that looks to make some noise this year once again in 5A. Plays multiple positions there. Also one of the star CVTV media students we have in the program. You'll see her on some broadcasts hopefully later this year. So Tucker with the catch, first down Jags, ball past midfield. Pass is complete out to Mackenzie Pope. Pope will take it out to the 45. So that means it'll be second down and 5 for the Jags. Jags looking to get going here on their first offensive possession of the second half. Tucker's going to walk out wide. Jewell is back. Two receivers split out to each side. Richardson in the backfield. Jewell looking left, now goes back to her right. Dump it off to Richardson, incomplete. So that's going to bring up third down and 5. So Jewell had time. Receivers just couldn't get loose. She tried to dump it off to Richardson, who looked like she had a little bit of room at least to probably get the first down out to the 40, but could not connect, so that will make it third down. Jewell drops back, looks for Liz Weatherington, who makes a move, cuts it across the field, and will finally have her flag pulled out past the 30. Ball's going to be spotted at the 29, so another first down for the Jags. So they're going to give her to the 28. So that's going to be 1st and 8. Jags need to get to the 20 to get another first down. Canyon View looking to roll here. Jewell sidesteps a rusher. Now makes a move. We'll pick up we'll give her 3 on the play out to the 25. So that'll bring up second down and 5. It's good footwork there by the QB. Jewell also a member of the 5A state championship Canyon View girls basketball team. They beat Sunrise Mountain in an overtime thriller last year. Coach Carranza's got a great squad coming back this year. Jewell and then Jayla Flowers, number 15, big parts of that. So Jewell is back deep. Dumps it over to Tucker, who makes the catch. Misses the flag, and 2 missed tackles, and will finally have her flag pulled. Look to be about the 5, maybe the 4. So first down. Ball on the 4, 4 yards to go. Jags looking to go up 21. So Jewell's back. One thing you see out of Canyon View, you don't see out of a lot of teams, is Jewell starts back, farther back in the shotgun than most teams. Jewell's going to take it herself. She's got room. Makes a move, but is going to be stopped just shy. So couldn't quite get in. Tried to make a move, and they're going to spot her. It looks like the 2-yard line. So that's going to bring up second down. 2 yards to go. So Jewell back in the shotgun again. Got a bevy of receivers she can go to. Weatherington, Richardson already have TD catches today. Tucker almost got in just 2 plays ago. Jewell's going to drop, roll out to her right. Looks to dump it off to Pope, and she is into the end zone for another Canyon View score. So that's going to make it 20-0 in favor of the Jags. We are still in the 3rd quarter of play. Extra point is pending. Cassidy Siegel, the senior, is back to kick the extra point. Avi Kubis in on the hold. The lefty kick is up and good. So the Jags go up 21-0. Little under 4.5 minutes to go in the third quarter. If the Jags get one more score, we will switch over to a running clock. 28 points or more in the half. Clock goes to running, which for the most part isn't as big of a deal because it's more or less a running clock anyway in girls flag football up until the last 2 minutes. But it should go a little bit quicker as the third quarter continues to wind down here. As the Havasu Knights look to air it out on the first play. And that is incomplete, so that's going to bring up second down. So good arm strength there by the Knights quarterback. But overthrew a receiver by a couple yards. So 21-0 Jags. Again, defensively, Jags have looked very good. They gave up 17 points last night to Hamilton, who's one of the top teams in 6A. Also one of the top teams in the state. Lost that game 17-7. Spoke with Coach Beal a little bit earlier today, and he just said it started a little slow. As that pass goes incomplete and then just could not catch up. Started out 14-0 early. Was able to bounce back and make it a game, but ultimately came up short against Hamilton. So girls flag football, only the second year in existence here in the state of Arizona. 3 years ago, they had a trial season in the spring. After that, they switched it over to fall, and last year was year one. Jaguars go to the 5A title game. And Coach Beal's got a talented squad back again this season. So it'll be third down, 10 yards to go. Havasu looking deep, but intercepted, but they're going to say she was down before she threw it. So that's going to bring up fourth down. Looks to be about a 4-yard loss. Ball's going to be spotted back at the 26. So Havasu needs to get to the 40. So they got 14 yards to go. So we're going to get a timeout here with about roughly a minute 50 to go in the third quarter. Both teams will talk it over. We're going to take a short commercial break, and we'll be right back in just a minute here on CVTV Media. Welcome back to CVTV Media. The Knights are back, and it looks like they're going to, well, we're not sure. They're going to go for it. So they're going to air it out. That pass is incomplete. And the Jaguars will take over on downs. So Jewel sidesteps, flings it over to Ari Richardson, makes the first defender miss, and she's out to the 15-yard line. So nice gain there. 21-0 Jags. Kind of a questionable decision to go for it, but I guess if you're Havasu, you know, what do you got to lose? They were deep in their own territory, so Caneyview gets excellent field position here as they have it first and goal to go on the Havasu 15-yard line. About 1:15 to go in the third quarter. Jewel's back deep. She takes the snap, looking left, now dances and gets sacked. So not much going there for the Jags. No time for Jewel to throw as the Knight defenders were in quickly. So we're now under a minute to go. And that is incomplete, but there's a penalty marker down in the end zone. So that will stop the clock. See what the flag's about. So that's going to be pass interference on the Jaguars. So that'll bring that back. So that's going to move it back deep. So costly penalty for the Jags. So this will probably be the last play of the third quarter. Jewel back deep at her own 43. Excuse me, the Knights 43. She's going to air it out. She tries to hit Pope deep and underthrew her. So that will be the end of the third quarter of play. So after 3 quarters, the score, Caneyview 21, Knight 0. We'll be right back after this short commercial break. Welcome back. Fourth quarter action here. Caneyview up 21-0. In control of this game. It is third down. Jewel back. Takes the snap, rolling to her right. Pressure coming. Outruns the defender. Now got some room. Out past the 30. Is going to get tackled at the 29. It's going to bring up 4th down. So 4th, and we'll call it 9. Jags need to get to the 20. 4th quarter action. Havasu's got a long trip home, about a 2.5 hour bus ride back to their campus tonight. Jags will rest up after playing a tough game last night against Hamilton. Jewel about 7 yards back behind her center. Got receivers split out to both sides. Madison Smith, the center, snaps it back. Great pass. Underthrew her, though, looking for Pope. And really, Madison Smith, senior, in the center position, is doing a great job. Like I said, Canyon View likes to sit their quarterback back a little bit, give her a little more time to throw the ball, alleviate some of that rush. So Havasu's going to take over on downs. Roughly 10:45 to go in the ball game. Havasu has not been able to get much going on offense up to this point. Credit that a lot to the Canyon View defense, who's been outstanding, particularly the safeties, Pope and Ari Richardson. Got a lot of girls making plays underneath, too. Pass goes up deep. Richardson on the coverage. Didn't see her, but also didn't make contact. Check that. That was not Richardson. That was Jada White, number 11. So that's going to bring up 2nd down. 11 yards to go. Knights need to get to the 40. Keep this drive alive. They are running out of clock, though. And at this point, if you're the Jags, you got to feel pretty good about how you've played. I think, talking to Coach Beal, I think they would have liked to put up a little more points. But it is what it is. And there's a nice pick and run back and great snag by Havasu. But great pick defense there. And the clock will stop with a little over 9:45 to go in the fourth quarter, of play. So Jags will take over. Great pick, though. Ball's going to be spotted at the 15. So from here, it's end zone or bust if you're the Jags. Jewel back deeps. He's got 3 touchdown passes already. That pass is complete, although she's going to be stopped just shy of the end zone. Yeah, so that was Liz Weatherington on the reception. Nicely designed play by Coach Morales. Came up just short, so that's going to bring up 2nd down. Ball spotted at the 7. So they had her down earlier, actually, than I had her down. I thought she got inside the 5. Jewel's going to drop back, though. Looking over the middle. Dumps it over to Pope. Pope makes the first girl miss, but then tackled right at the line of scrimmage, so that's going to bring up 3rd down. No gain on the play, maybe a yard, but doesn't look like it, so still be 3rd down. Jags need to get in the end zone, and we're going to have a timeout. Timeout Havasu. So that is their first timeout of the half. So if you're Havasu, you got to feel pretty good. Again, you're playing one of the better teams in 5A. Canyon View figures to make a deep run in the state playoffs coming up in about a month. But if you're the Lake Havasu Knights, your 2nd year of the program, you got to feel pretty good about how you're playing. You're able to hang with Canview again offensively, have some work to do, but defensively they've done a nice job. Canview has not been putting up as many points and clicking as we have seen against some of the other teams they've played. Especially when you're taking on, one of the top quarterbacks in the state of Arizona. So now we're back, ready to go. Jewel in the shotgun. Jewel looking, tosses it in the end zone. Dangerous throw. And that's going to be knocked down. So very lucky Jewel didn't have that picked off. So that's going to bring up 4th down. And again, you'd think the Jags in this situation up 21 are going to go for it, no question. Coach Beal and Morales talking on the sideline, looking at their play sheets. They got the one they want. Jewel's going to take her time in the huddle. No reason to rush. You got Kaylani Tucker coming out, Jayla Flowers coming out to the near side. Liz Weatherington out top. Mackenzie Pope and Kaylani Tucker in the opposite slots. She's looking Jada Flowers' way and overthrew her. So that is going to do it for that possession. Lake Havasu will take over. 1st and 10 at their own 7. Check that 1st and 13 with flag football. Havasu drop back, and they're looking to air it out. Risky play. Kaylani Tucker in on the coverage. It's a nice play there. Defensively, a lot of athleticism if you're the Jags. They got multiple multi-sport athletes out here. Tucker being one. Macy Bassett, number 8 All-State linebacker. We haven't said her name much tonight, but Havasu, to their credit, has kind of played away from her. Tried to hit a lot of deep balls down the outside. Hasn't really gone over the middle. Bassett kind of locks down that middle of the field. Nice run by the quarterback to escape the first defender, but then is going to be tripped up and knocked down at the 5. So that's going to bring up 3rd down. Ball's going to be on the 5. And we're coming up on 6.5 minutes to go in this ball game. 3rd down now. You'd have to think Lake Havasu is going to punt if they're not able to get out to the 20 on this play. They went for it last time on 4th, but don't think you'd be doing that in your own end zone, even though you are down 21. Don't want this to get worse. And ball carrier is going to be tackled pretty much immediately. So that's going to bring up 4th down. So again, we'll have to see what the Knights decide to do from their own 1-foot-yard line. But they are going to take a timeout, it looks like. And so will we. So with little under 6 minutes to go in the ball game, we are going to take a quick break right here on CVTV Media. All right, we are back. CVTV Media, fourth quarter of play. And that's going to stop the clock. So Jags will take over first down. So here we go, about 5:43, we'll call it, to go in the ball game. Jewel back deep. Jags have great field position on their one. And we're going to have a touchdown. So nice, simple play to Jayla Flowers, I believe. Although she does come up limping. Yep, so it was Flowers with the score. So Jags will go up 27-0 now. Extra point pending. So Siegel to kick it away. Lefty's kick is up and good. So that's going to make the score 28-0 in favor of the Jags. We are going to go to a running clock now for the rest of this ball game. Just going to make things go a little faster as we tick down towards 5.5 minutes left to go. So we shouldn't see any more stoppages here, barring an injury or a timeout. Havasu will take over first down. Ball's going to be spotted at the 30. And nice tackle there by the Jags. That looked like Audrina, Cabrera with the sack. So that's going to bring up second down. Loss of 6 on the play. So nice dump off there. Tackle made right away. Nice tackle there by the Jags. So that's going to bring up third down. So Canada just looking to get out of here safely. Luckily in flag football, I don't have as much of an injury risk. You don't see the starters being pulled as much or anything along those lines like you might see in a tackle football game, just because the injury risk is so low. Ball goes up top. Nice pass. Nice catch. Pope gave her a little bit of room, and the Knights took advantage of it. So nice completion. Nice first down throw. Biggest completion of the night for the Knights. Ball's going to be spotted at the 47-yard line. So really nice play there. Havasu in no hurry, so despite being down 28, they're going to take their time in the huddle, get the play they want. So pass out to the flat, incomplete. Jags had that well defended. Cami Valencia was over there. So that's going to bring up second down. Clock continues to tick as we come up close to the 2-minute mark. Normally you'd see a stoppage right here, but we will not due to the 28-point lead in the running clock. Havasu back. Flag is pulled, though. Nowhere to go. Nice job there. So love to see this. Some of the backups getting in a little action here for the Jags, making their presence felt. And you can see the Jags are not going to go away quietly. They're building a nice program. So even though Jewel, Pope are going to be leaving next year, Madison Smith, Macy Bassett, still a lot of talent coming back next year for the Jags. Jags are giving chase, and flag's going to be pulled there. That again looked like Cami Valencia in on the stop, and that's going to bring up fourth down. So ball's going to be spotted at the 39. Havasu needs to get to the opposite 40 in order to get a first down. So not just to the 40 that you see right there on their side of the field. They need to get all the way to the opposite 40 to keep this drive and this game alive, although the clock is ticking down towards 30 seconds to go. Havasu rolling. His quarterback makes a few people miss, but then it's going to be tackled right at the 45, so that is probably going to do it as the clock ticks toward 15 seconds, and I would assume Coach Beal and the Jags are going to let this one wind down and take it into the locker room. So good win for the Jags here, 28-0. Again, great bounce back game. If you're the Jags coming off a tough loss to Hamilton last night in, again, one of the better teams in all the state of Arizona. So the Jags are good. They're ready. Coach Beal's got to be happy with this one. Maybe not as many points as they wanted to up front, but they got it done in the end, 28-0. Thank you very much for watching CVTV Media. Once again, as a reminder, we'll be back right here at Jaguar Stadium on Friday night as the Canyon View varsity tackle football team is hosting the Cactus Cobras in another big 5A matchup. So check that out on youtube.com/CVTVJags. Thank you once again. I'm Jeff Seeker here with our crew. Thank you to Hayden Williams, who's behind the camera, and all the other people who made this possible. Have a great night here from Jaguar Stadium.